My nightmare brothers and sisters. Once again, it's your boy Broja back again with another video. Had a lot of requests to show off not show off, but show the Shaak clones on the heroic Sith Triumvirate raid. So we're going to go ahead and give that a shot right now. It's Christmas Day. Hope you all are enjoying spending time with your family. Let's get the clones loaded up here. Relic 7s across the board except for the Arc. Only a Relic 5. Built mostly for speed. The mechanic for this is really trying to get Rex to attack as much as possible up front with Sion against Sion without healing him, so that Sion will use his retribution to take Rex out, which actually then causes Fives to sacrifice himself, giving the rest of the squad his max health, max protection, speed, and there's one more. But anyway, basically boosting the squad. So then instead of having 300 plus health or 300 plus speed with Rex like I do now, it becomes somewhere in the mid to high 500s for him and Echo and Arc. So that's kind of the goal here. While we're doing that, we're going to buff Echo and Arc, buff their tenacity and their attacks, so that when we get to starting to let them take out other folks, that they hit really hard. Echo hits super hard anyway, but adding those stacks on there from Shaak is paramount. While I'm doing this and I don't want extra attacks out, when it's Arc's turn, I actually use his special. That way it doesn't call Echo to assist. Usually I will use Shaak's attack here to clear any buffs that might be on Sion. So what we want is for Rex, or I mean it can be Echo or Arc too, to hit Sion as much as possible so that Sion takes them out with enough time after 5 sacrifice, with enough time for me to use Rex's nuke on Sion enough to clear the level and move on to phase 3. So it's very important. Do not to not use the tenacity buff from Rex. We don't want him going faster, or we don't want him protected, I should say, from Sion's attacks. We want him vulnerable to them. We're going to keep putting the stack on Echo since Arc has taken a hit from Sion, just in case Sion goes after Arc instead of Rex. I haven't seen Sion have retribution on Rex yet, and his normal attacks, I think he had 1 on Rex. It's not a great start. Come on, hit Rex, not Echo. Come on, hit Rex. Nope. We also don't want to be cleansed. He should do retribution there. There we go. Counter. I don't remember what I was going to say. But hopefully on this run I don't screw anything up and we can finish off phase 2 and get all the way through phase 3 and deep into phase 4. I haven't been able to get all the way to the end and clear phase 4 while starting in phase 2 yet, but I have gotten all the way to taking out Sion and Nihilus and just down to Treya. So as long as I don't make any mistakes, which is asking a lot because I'm mistake prone, this should be a kind of a fun video, at least for anyone who hasn't seen this yet before. Come on, there it is. All right, we're getting cooking with gas now. And no, not General Anakin Skywalker. That'd be fun. A lot of people have asked about this squad and um, why does this squad work so well? It's just a interesting mechanic with the five sacrifice and the amount of, and then building up the speed for the rest of the squad so that they continually hit so hard. And because they're going so often, taking so many attacks, Rex's nuke just keeps building up bigger and bigger, as you'll see, assuming that we get to it. Um, his nuke will be doing several million points of damage on its own every time. And then Shaak is able to heal the remaining clones and also make them faster. So it's an interesting mechanic that seems to work specifically for this raid. It works against a lot of other squads too, in Squad Arena and such, and Territory War. Um, but the ridiculous, oh, we really needed him to counter on that. He's getting kind of low here. We need him to hammer Rex. Come on, hit Rex. There we go. One more. See, when Rex used his nuke there, he should have countered him, and he didn't. Come on, there it is. All right, so now we've got 5 sacrifice out of the way. Now we can just go ahead and open up a can of whoop ass on Sion to get out of P2 and move on to P3. I tend to still not clear the stacks of bonds of weakness or suffering, whichever one it is. When I get to this point, I just like to hammer Sion and get through it without worrying about it. Now we can go ahead and use Ark's normal attack, so that Echo assists. Go for the nuke, and I don't know if you saw how quick that was down at the bottom. 1.58 million. We're gonna start to see some big damage numbers once we clear Sion here and get to Treya. Basically, at this point, I'm just hitting Sion as much as I can and making Rex go as fast as I can from both his first unique as well as Shaak T's first unique, calling others to assist so that his nuke damage gets just higher and higher. Ooh, we're going to be cutting it close. I'm going to be pissed if we don't actually finish this and I started the video. That's going to be funny. Alright, so that should take him down to like 7. Yeah, alright. Speed him up, get a bunch of attacks. We don't need to worry about the underlings at this point. They can't hurt us. This is really just take Sion down. Every once in a while I like to throw the grenade just because it's fun to wipe them all out with one shot, but ooh, we are cutting it really, really close. This counter, for whatever reason, when you get down to this point, seems to be off by 1. So his enrage tends to kick in earlier than you expect. So anything we can do to make sure that he doesn't hit it, and we're not going to get... Okay, we're fine. We're going to get Rex's nuke off in time. Especially since I'm going to speed him up and just fire it off. And there we go. Phase 2 is done. And now we're going to blitz Phase 3. The biggest thing in Phase 3 is doing everything you can. Now, some of it's RNG, but doing everything you can to make sure that Rex doesn't get isolated. Because if he gets isolated, then he doesn't get the bonuses from the attacks of the other clones for his nuke. So coming out of the first time that we topple Treya, we have to make sure that we do the standalone. I like to do it on Arc, just so that I still get Echo's assists when Rex attacks. I don't like to lose out on that extra damage. So because I finished Sion off with the nuke, it wasn't loaded and ready to go right away, which is fine. I think somebody's hitting me up in Discord. We're gonna go check it on the other computer here. So we just got to keep an eye on that. We want to make sure that we can get to that point. Make sure that Arc gets it. Ooh, they are really close to one another. I don't want Shaak to get it either, so we're gonna give Rex some help, some healing. He kind of took some big hits towards the end of the Sion run. All right, so now we can do standalone to make sure that Treya can't isolate Rex when she gets up. I'd much rather have the isolate on Arc than I would on Echo or Shaak T. Oh, that that was actually really bad. So what just happened there is Arc took out the sabers before Treya could hit the isolate, which means I just wasted his standalone. And this run is is not going to go well unless I get some good RNG here and Treya targets Arc with her isolation. As you can see, though, I mean, we're already, what, 12.2% down. See how much damage the first nuke does here. Only 675,000. See, we need him to get the benefits of from the other clone's attacks. If he gets isolated, I don't... The last time he got isolated, when I screwed something up and he hit isolate, I didn't make it out of phase 3 with the squad, so we don't want that to happen again. So let's hope we get lucky and that isolate hits, or that Arc just takes him out. Nope. God bless it. All right. So we're going to need some help here. You saw he was only at, what, 600 and change on damage for his nuke. It's not going to go up by much. Just over 1 million. It's going up, but not at the pace we want it to go up. And see, this is where we really run into trouble, is I can't speed Arc up, or Rex up, to have him hit the nuke more often. I also won't be able to heal him. So we'll see. Sorry for some hesitation there. I've got the other screen on my Mac open for Discord. I'm not live streaming this, but I like to keep Discord open while I'm playing. However, the way that I do the screen recording is it's if I were to swap over to Discord, then everybody would see it, and it would just make the video kind of discombobulated. So, all right, let's get rid of the foresight. I was hoping that I would get Echo's grenade. Normally I like that when she's toppled, but we're going to just hit it anyway. I forgot to look at how much damage it was doing. Basically now, because Rex got isolated, if he has his nuke ready to go, whether it's while Trey is toppled or not, I need to fire it off. So. Um, while Rex has the isolation, doing his tenacity up, all it really does is speeds him up and lets him take another turn almost right away. And again, we are trying to get as many turns in as possible. So there we go, just shy of 1.7 million. But at this point, that should be doing, 2.5 to 3 million, and because we should have gotten a couple more off if he wasn't isolated. All right, hit the isolation on somebody. Not Shaak T. All right, well, I mean, it's not the best, but it's better than having it on Rex. Obviously, I would have preferred Arc, but I can't control that. We just kind of got unfortunate at the beginning that the first time that Treya got up from being toppled, that Arc took out, all the Sabers attacked Arc individually, and he countered on every single one and took each of them out. That was just unfortunate. All right, let's see, 2 million, yeah. Okay. It's gonna be close. It's been really frustrating. Well, it was frustrating before I got everybody's speed up. And when I say everybody, mostly Shaak and Rex. I was close to the 300 mark for speed for them. And I kept getting to a point right at the end against Treya where Shaak was dying with Treya having less than 1% on her. Oh, that's right. It doesn't do any good for me to use her abilities. And so I kept going into phase 4 then with my clones and without Shaak, and so she couldn't heal them. She couldn't give Rex extra time or anything. So or extra turn meter. So it just made it like nearly impossible to get through it. And I wouldn't even get Sion or Nihilus down. My squad would just get wiped out. Doesn't really do any good for her to try and heal anybody because nobody can heal. So we'll use her wet noodle attack and. Oops. The other problem, like I said, having Shaak isolated right now is she can't heal anybody. 2.7 million? Alright. So now what we're looking for... oh yeah, she's still a turn away. But when she does get her isolation back, man, we need her to isolate Arc. There we go. She isolated Arc. That's what we wanted. Thank you. Alright, we should be able to finish phase 3 off here in a minute. Hopefully anyway. We should be close to 3. Yep, just shy of 3 million. Heal Rex. See, he might get one more nuke off before she gets up. It's going to be close. Yep. All right, this should put us well over the 3 million mark. Yeah, 3.25. So this is all but over. And then we'll be moving on to phase 4. As always, I just try to get Rex going as fast as possible. We're going to be taking her. Oh, the tenacity. I kind of want to carry it over to phase 4. Yeah. She's not getting up anyway, so. wanted to save that heal for phase 4 for Arc, but it's fine. He won't die. Alright, and that's phase 3. Moving on to phase 4. Oops, shoot. I said I wasn't going to do that. I'm going to post in our Discord. Alright, so I just sent a message out to the guild letting everyone know that I'm into phase 4 and that if you want to get some damage done in the earlier stages, now's the time. Alright, so here what we need to do is we need to focus most of our attack on Sion until he gets to around 50%. Everybody's going to be attacking Sion except for Rex. When Rex has his nuke, then he's going to hit Nihilus. The reason for that is Nihilus's turn meter builds with every attack against him and damage that hits him. So we want to delay him being able to attack as much as possible. While we're doing that, we also need to keep an eye on this countdown here for when he annihilates. We need to make sure that we have a shield up before when he annihilates. Otherwise, he's going to take someone out, and there's nothing I can do about it. But if I have the shield up, they'll survive, and Shaak can heal them. So focus on Sion. With all of the attacks from the clones, they'll be building up the nuke on Rex. Rex then uses the nuke on Nihilus. And then when we get down low enough with their health, then we can kind of focus on both and try and take them both out as close to the same time as possible. Here we go. I'm going to throw Rex's grenade right away. Yeah, because he should be powerful enough to take out the guy to get the shield. Yep. All right. Because that gives me 2 opportunities for shields right away. I try not to use it on Rex if I can avoid it. I'd rather have it on Echo. That's a personal preference for me. Also, we need to be watching Treya's turn meter so that we can cleanse right before she hits us hard. I don't worry too much about it when she's, got less than 15 or so. I worry about it more when she gets close to that 20 mark. And how close is he? Oh yeah, we're sitting good. So this one I tend to take pretty slow because I want to make sure that I don't miss the counters, I don't miss putting the shield on, and I don't miss the cleanse before Treya attacks hard. Because I don't care about absorbing Sion's hit. First nuke isn't going to do much damage. 850,000 or 85,000, not a big deal. The important thing is getting her the protection off of Nihilus with that first shot. And can we get the cleanse before Treya goes? Yep. Alright. 24. Do I need to heal yet? Nope. So we'll get the cleanse on. We didn't time it super perfect, but close enough. We just don't want Treya with over 20 stacks crushing our clones, because I can't heal fast enough to bring them back. Make sure that, and see, you got to keep an eye on this. This goes down really fast. And also, just like with Sion, with his. Can't think of the name of the word, but this counter is off, so it's very important to hit the shield when this is at 2 instead of 1. I have had many a run end because I didn't put the shield up at the right time. All right, I can't really do that, so we don't need the cleanse yet. And then we need to remove the isolate. We need arc to go. Oh, how am I? Did I hit it and not remember hitting it? Or no, his counter went up by 1. That's right. And where's Nihilus at? 5. Okay. I'd like to clear some of that other stuff. That's for sure. I generally don't do that, but with Nihilus having all those extra buffs, I was getting a little nervous. Not a lot, just a little. All right, now we should be able to unisolate. Now we want to call Rex, speed Rex up, get everybody's assist in right before we get to use the nuke. And shy of 2 million. So the ILS have only hit him twice and almost 13% damage. So that's another reason why we have all the other clones focus on Sion and let Rex handle Nihilus. And okay. I was worried that we got isolated for a second there. Oh shit, 38. I didn't even see it. That's why I got hit so hard. See, that's what happens if you're not paying attention. We're at 5. Okay. We're going to heal Rex. $46. Look at that. Oh, that's right. I forgot. If this is over 20, I can't heal above 90%. We need to clear that. And how are we looking on Nihilus? 4. Okay, so pay attention. When Nihilus attacks, we're gonna have to make sure we get our shield up after his next attack. And he's gonna have retribution here, so oh, I forgot to check the damage. Speed Rex up. Some more speed for Rex. We're going to do some damage. Nihilus is going to be attacking soon anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We're under 20 stacks. So we need Arc to get some health. Alright, so now Nihilus. Oh, it's at 3. Alright. Pay attention. Don't forget. Normally I start hitting on Nihilus when Sion's down to about 50%, and I didn't do that this time. But yeah, it's time to start making sure that we can get Nihilus down there at the same time. So 76 down to 70. I didn't look at the number, but I was looking at the percentage, roughly 6%. See, she just dropped from 3 to 1 to 0. God bless it. Ugh. Alright, well, I'm not going to be able to heal anyone. So we're not going to be able to complete phase 4. So now it's just do as much damage as we can, get as deep as we can, get the guild as deep into the run as we can. That was my own fault for doing the mass attack, even with 3 on there. Bleh. I told you I'd make a mistake. But if we're lucky and we get our shields timed right, we can still hopefully clear both Sion and Nihilus. It's going to be close. We need 16% more on Sion, and we're getting there with Nihilus. So we just need to not do anything else stupid. So as you can see, Nihilus health comes down a lot faster on phase 4 than it does in phase 1. Already down to 28, whereas Sion's 18, 19. Oh, I should have cleansed right there. That's all right. Oh, we need to protect Rex. Is not going yet. He'll survive Sion. And we're sitting on 2. I don't want to use Rex as the shield, so we'll use him to cleanse. We'll use Echo as the shield, because Nihilus is gonna use it here in a second. And my shield is gone after the isolate, so we will. This is why you get multiple shields going, just in case. And I'd much rather take Nihilus out before Sion, because if you take Sion out before Nihilus, Nihilus becomes a bitch to take down. So we're okay finishing Nihilus off here on my next attack, as long as I get to fire it off before she uses Annihilate, or he uses Annihilate. There we go. Nihilus is down. Now we can cleanse, because Treya's going to attack us here in a second, and we're going to take Sion out here in just a minute. So we're not going to get the 100 million damage that we've been trying to get for so darn long, because I, again, did a mass assist with Nihilus sitting at 3 on the Annihilate, and that 3 got down to 0 and an Annihilation on Shaak awfully fast. And I know better. So, all right, it's us versus Treya. Let's dance. We're not going to be able to last super long in this without having Shaak's healing ability. But we will do as much damage as we can. Oh, I do have an isolate. There it is. Get rid of that. Get rid of those. Stay alive, Rex. Nope. He was about to do his nuke, and that's why I wanted him to stay alive right there, because he would have done his nuke one more. We would have definitely gotten Treya probably another, I don't know, 10% of damage for sure. I can't remove the isolate. I just did it on Echo. Oh. Sorry, I was checking Discord there on the Mac, and for some reason it is not updating over there. Huh. Let's do that. She's enraged. It's over. So anyway, well, that's that's unfortunate. We didn't get as deep as we would have liked. I'd like to get it under 50% when I make a mistake on Treya. We would have gotten there if I had gotten the extra nuke from Rex, but 79 million damage. And if I hadn't screwed up, that probably would have been closer to 90. And if I had gotten lucky, we could have just finished it off and hit the 100 million mark. So, but that's it for all of you who were hoping to see what the Shaak Ti clones looks like in the Heroic Sith Triumvirate raid. There you go. So thank you very much for watching. Again, expendable might be in our name, but none of you are expendable to me. Merry Christmas, everyone. We'll see you again soon.